First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On second down, here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 10-yard line.
Mike, ready, 95, 56. I'm coming.
Breeze now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Bird to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
6-0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Breeze now to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Keith Kirkwood started to work his way into the rotation midway through his rookie season. Undrafted out of Temple. Had his first catch against the Cincinnati Bengals and really came on in the late season. A couple of touchdowns in the regular season and one more for good measure in the playoffs. Keith Kirkwood's future is bright.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Breeze going to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers. In the last 2 years in Oakland, now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let him. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I'm coming.
To throw is Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check.
Now Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 5'8", 5'8". 43. Right. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Easy, opposite. Hey, easy. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I don't think it's that.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brees looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This is caught by Gill, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 50 wants the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Check, check. 56.
Play fake. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 77 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Easy.
Now Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
13. Check, check, 43.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Check the backer, check the backer. Watch it. We're good, we're good. 5-4, ready. We're good.
Running with Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Kamara. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40, and down to the 28-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together, could get in the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially, they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 42-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have him a little bit off balance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Wahoo! X3, 218, chopper. Here we go, here we go. Come on, get set, get set.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11. 59 mark. Go. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We go kill. Switch it.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well. Check 59, Mike. Mike is... Hey, Charlie. 59. Now watch one. Mike's 59.
Now Breeze. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady? 59. Yeah. Shit.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
A gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Saints' 49-yard line.
Ready. 47. Check right, 47. Here we are.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On first down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Rush in.
On the ground, Kamara. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go, boy. Bring it.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense. Kill.
Here's Breeze to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Kill.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 50, plant. We want this. Slam. Hit it.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Here's Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, third fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Breeze. He's going to sling this. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Two kill. Hey, two kill. Two kill.
Hey, I-7.
Mike part 9.
They not ready for this, man.
Breeze is looking to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Yellow lady.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Murray to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Saints, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall 2.
All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side,